If you want to see how absurd our campaign finance laws are and the lengths that the Supreme Court will go to uphold our corrupt system, let's look at this decision that they issued this week in National Republican Senatorial Committee versus the FEC. Now, in short, this decision from the Supreme Court, big surprise, made it even easier for wealthy donors to spend money to influence our political system and corrupt it even further. But let's look at the court's reasoning. Okay, so what they say is Congress may not restrict spending because of the possibility that political parties, individuals, or outside groups that spend large sums may garner influence or access over elected officials. Then the court goes on to say, the court now recognizes only one legitimate governmental interest for restricting campaign finances, preventing corruption or the appearance of corruption. It goes on to say, although the line between quid pro quo corruption and general influence may seem vague at times, the distinction must be respected in order to safeguard basic First Amendment rights. And the Supreme Court fleshes that out and says that only quid pro quo corruption, which it defines as, I'm going to give you $10,000, you're going to vote this particular way, legislator, on this bill. That is the only thing they say that is a legitimate restriction on campaign spending. But let's go ahead and read that paragraph just a little bit above. Congress can't restrict spending that allows wealthy individuals to donate large sums to garner influence over elected officials. That is corruption. And so this is a whole body of case law that's been developed over decades by a conservative majority on the Supreme Court. And it's obvious what it's all geared to do. It's a bunch of mental gymnastics that twists the meaning of the First Amendment, that distorts and blunts the will of the people that want money out of politics. And they keep issuing these types of decisions that makes it harder and harder for us to get money out of politics. So we have to fight this on multiple fronts. We need to expand the court. We need to get rid of the corruption that is rooted in the Supreme Court now, because they're outright defying the will of the people to try to create a real government that represents us. Now, other things that we can do, though, is at the state level, we can take steps like they have in Hawaii to pass legislation that makes it illegal for corporations that do business in Nevada, any other state, to donate to political parties or to donate to candidates for office or to ballot measures. So that's not going to fix everything, but passing that kind of state level legislation when we're facing this kind of Supreme Court, that is probably the strongest avenue forward for right now.